entire life, you had many people talk to you about your weight. And it was always, I'm not listening to you. I'm not doing this. And someone comes along and you're listening. And that's, I mean, you knew something. This was the love of your life. This was somebody that you for the first time you saw a future and you listened to her. Was she really the first person that you were like, all right, someone's helping? Someone's actually going on this journey with me. I'm not alone.
It was the first time that I was invested, that I was the one going like, I want to change. It was the very first time it wasn't somebody going like, here's what you're going to do despite what you want. And like, is there a way that I could have been invested as a kid if my parents had used different language with maybe, I don't know. But all I know is as a kid, it was, now you're going to eat this way. And here's why, because you're fat or because you're overweight and it's not healthy and all of this stuff, which just compounded how I felt badly about myself. And made me rebel. And ultimately, I got really bad when I became autonomous and was making money and was really just living for the moment and doing whatever I wanted with no restraint. But yeah, it was the first time I went, hey, I need help with this. I want to change. I will do whatever you tell me, which I think I've also had success being sober in that way. And in talking to people about sobriety, like I have no interest in, my wife is not sober, and I have no interest in anyone in trying to make somebody sober. Like this is not my mission at all. In fact, to the point where I've had people say, will you talk to my kid or will you talk to my friend? And it's like, no, because it didn't work for me, and I don't have the understanding of making it work for somebody else by pleading with them or describing some utopian future by changing your behavior. I know it works when the individual goes, I want to make a change. That's how I've seen it work. That's how I've experienced it work. And so kind of the same thing with food.
I think if you asked yourself for many years of your life, if like, that stupid question that people are like, that's such a stupid question when you say, do you love yourself? But it would have been easy for you to say, fuck no, I don't. It sounds like,
Yeah,
right? For most of your life. I could say that a lot of my life. I would probably say, what? No, I don't. Sometimes I think I'm all right. I sometimes like myself. I love myself. How do you love yourself? That's a lot to say. I don't love anyone. It's just such a mind boggle that people are like, you should be able to say you love yourself pretty easily. And that always fucked with me because it never was easy to go, yes, I love myself. That's not something that occurs to me at all. So when did you start? Do you now feel like you're loving yourself more? I mean, obviously.
I feel like it's been very helpful to be responsible for other people. And by doing that, I have to be responsible for myself. And I do think I've learned to have certainly a higher level of admiration for myself, especially when it's like setting and achieving goals and sticking to things that I've made decisions about, because I was not good at that forever. Right. So this idea of love, I don't know. Yeah, it's a very abstract thing for me too,
But you love other people. When you love your kids, you love your wife, obviously.
Yeah, you're on an airplane and they tell you, like, if we have to do oxygen masks, you got to put your oxygen mask on first, because if you pass out trying to put your kid's oxygen mask on, then they don't get theirs either. So in that way, I think that's a road to loving yourself, right? If you can kind of play this mental hopscotch a little bit where you're like, I have to treat myself well because I have people dependent on me. And I actually love my wife, and the fact that she loves me and I don't have a critical thought about her leads me to believe there's something lovable about me. It's these gymnastics that we have to play.